You're listening to the Telltale Channel. Don't forget to check me out on all social media: Patreon, Twitter, Teespring, and Etsy. All links can be found in the description or on my website, telltaleatheist.com. Hey, this is Owen. If you're comfortable, leave your first name and state at the sound of the tiny truck backing up.
Hey, this is Angel Palacios from Texas, South Texas. I watch your channel religiously, so to speak. Anyways, well, I've been an atheist since I was 27. I'm 35, going on 36 now. I was raised Catholic and actually attended other Christian sects and stuff. But yeah, I'd like to ask you a question. How do you deal with someone you're involved with that's still spiritual, non-religious, but she still holds on to those beliefs, and sometimes you butt heads over beliefs like that. And this is a person that I'm really involved with, and we're actually gonna take a relationship for the long run, till death do us part. So I was just wondering about that, because I tend to have I tend to run into a couple of dead ends from time to time. But anyways, yeah, well, how would you react to that? Anyways, just a quick thought about that. Love your channel, by the way. It's awesome. Watch it all the time. All right, bye.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Here's the thing. When I was first kind of leaving religion, when I first got disfellowshipped, I was with a girl who is my daughter's mom now, Kylie's mom. I was with her for years. I mean, she saw me exit the religion, but I still believed it for a really, really long time. I still believed it for years after leaving the religion. And I learned that there's a limit to what you should accept in a relationship. But in a large part, relationships really are about compromise. That's what it's all about, is learning to compromise and work with each other and accept things about each other. If you're trying to change somebody, you've already failed. If you want to change who they are fundamentally, if you want to change something about them, you've failed from the get-go. You shouldn't be trying to change them. You should be accepting them for who they are. So now you have a question in front of you. Are you ready to live the rest of your life with this person the way they are? Let me give you some examples of some things that you shouldn't accept that may not necessarily be a deal breaker, though. When I was leaving Jehovah's Witnesses, I had a huge problem with blood transfusions. My ex was not in any medical danger, but she told the hospital that she didn't want a blood transfusion, even though she didn't need one. She just told them that to comfort me. That was really nice of her to do. It was the wrong decision. She shouldn't have accepted that. She should not have accepted that. But on the other hand, there were compromises that were nice and acceptable at the same time. For example, she didn't want my mom taking my daughter to the Kingdom Hall. If you want her to learn about Jehovah's Witnesses, then you have to teach her. I don't want your mom teaching her about it. I want you to teach her about it. And her reasoning behind that was she knew that I wasn't really fully invested in the religion anymore anyway, so I wasn't going to teach her anyways. But she was still okay with her learning it as long as it was me doing it. That was one compromise that my ex and I came to that was acceptable. You have to find the limits of your relationship and understand that in the event your significant other is dead set on something that you just can't live with, you might have to call it. I mean, I don't know your relationship. I don't know you or the person in great detail, so I can't really say. But don't compromise on too much. Don't refuse a blood transfusion, for example. I hope things work out with it. And I'm glad that you have somebody with whom you're willing to spend the rest of your life. That's actually pretty special.